That moment at which you play your your intro and it is up really, 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 really loud and you scare your own self. Yes, that's me. I gotta regroup on that one. Welcome everybody. Oh, that was loud. That was like really, really, really loud. I did not expect that it would be that loud. So I'm getting a message says, oh, well, never mind. It said LinkedIn wasn't online. It says LinkedIn is live now. So welcome LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. I'm having to regroup because my own intro, scared me. So welcome to my channel. Now that my nerves are kind of settling. So good evening, it's Twanna, and I'm here live on YouTube. The things that happen when you go live. And today we're talking about a topic that actually affects all of us, and it is self-doubt. So welcome again to my channel. If this is your first time meeting me, I am Dr. Twanna Carter, and I'm a career coach who empowers stressed, busy Black women overcome imposter syndrome, self-criticism, and doubt, and so that they are able to find peace of mind, achieve their career goals, and maintain a fulfilling work life balance. Okay, so be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. I'm up to 581. Let's keep those numbers ticking up. But let's go ahead and jump right into the 5 common self doubt myths and how to break them. I do welcome your questions, and I just want to set this screen up over here so that if you have questions, you can definitely share them with me. And I did start off with a question, sometimes as I like to do. And my question today is, what percentage of CEOs experience self-doubt? Said they experience self-doubt. All right. So if I got any takers out there, drop it in the comments and let me know what you think. Again, what is the percentage of CEOs that say that they experience self-doubt? Right. And so don't see any answers. I'm going to pop it in there. It is like 71%. There was a 2016 study that said 71% of CEOs experience self doubt. So you're certainly not alone in this. And that's why I'm talking about this today, self doubt. So Heather Myers was close. Heather said 80%. She was a little bit over, but yeah. But then, you know what? My statistics are 2016, 2016. I didn't find anything sooner than that, but great guess, Heather. Thanks for trying there and welcome. Appreciate you for participating today. So definitely, we hear self doubt, but when you hear self doubt, are you like me? Is it like that feeling like, oh, you're not sure if you're good enough, or you're scared to death of making mistakes? And that was my big thing as someone who has social anxiety. I'm always afraid of being judged. So I was always afraid of making a mistake. And in my mind, I felt like if I made the mistake, there was no bouncing back from that mistake, right? So when you're worried about what other people think, so I'm sure most of us have been there before. Drop a one if you've had those thoughts before, certainly, right? And for those of you who are catching this on the replay, you can also drop a one in the chats. In the chat, I always circle back to read my comments or questions. So you are more than welcome to put your comments and questions in the chat. Okay. So actually self-doubt is a normal part. It's a normal part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. And so in this video, I'm going to share again 5 common self-doubt myths and how to break them. So go ahead and grab a pen and a notebook because you're going to want to take some notes here today. All right. And I'm just monitoring my chat. So you can see me look over here because that part of my screen, that part over there is where my chat is, because I can get going and forget to check my chat over there. So myth number 1, self-doubt means that you are not good enough. It's one of the biggest misconceptions about self-doubt. And it's just that, oh, if I have self-doubt, it means I'm not good enough. And I struggled with this one. But the truth is, self-doubt is just a sign that you're human. Everyone experiences it from time to time. In fact, some of the most successful people on the planet, right, have said that they struggled with self-doubt. Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, right? Steven Spielberg. They've all dealt with this. So don't beat yourself up over self-doubt if you're feeling doubtful. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. What it does mean is you're part of the human race. Welcome. You are part of the human race, along with the rest of us. Welcome, my friend. So how do we break through this myth? The first step to breaking this myth is definitely to challenge your negative self-talk. You have to monitor that chatter that goes on in your head. For some of us, it's like candy canes and roses, and we're great. Okay, for most of us, it isn't. So instead of saying, I'm not good enough, oh my God, I'm not good enough, they're going to think I'm stupid, they're going to think I'm this, just say, I'm a work in progress, because we're all works in progress. And there's nothing wrong with being a work in progress. It means you're getting better, you're on your way, you're on that journey to getting better. Do focus on your accomplishments and your strengths instead of dwelling on your perceived flaws. And women, we're good for this. We're looking at mirror, oh my gosh, my butt's too big, or it's not big enough. We always find something. So don't dwell on those flaws. Remember that everybody makes mistakes. We all do. It is actually how we learn and how we grow. Okay. Myth number two: self-doubt prevents mistakes. And I've ran into people that think that as long as I'm doubting, I'm preventing mistakes. Right? It's just another common myth. But the truth is, self-doubt can actually hinder progress, and it can prevent you from taking necessary risks. So again, I have self-doubt and I'm sorry, self-anxiety, and that's one of the things that I did not do well. I didn't take risks well. So it's not like always doing a bungee jump when we take risks. Some of the risks that we take are those stretch assignments, or we answer a question in a meeting, or we take on a project that we're not quite sure that is, it's in our bell week, but we go ahead and take that chance if it pulls us out of our comfort zone. We need to take those kinds of risks in order to grow our career. We need to be able to take risks, in order to find the right partner for us, or take a risk to do things we've not done before. So you need the ability to do that, and self doubt can actually stop you from doing that. When we're constantly doubting ourselves, we're afraid to try new things. We're afraid to fail, and as a result, we miss on a lot of great opportunities to learn and to grow. So, how do we break out of myth number two? The key to breaking this particular one is to embrace a growth mindset. Not a fixed mindset, but a growth mindset. A growth mindset is a belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and smart work. I really coach my folks. Some of you know how I feel about that hard work thing, right? And the reason why I say that is because my generation, I'm Gen X, and the guidance that we were given is just like, go to school, get your education, get a job, put your head down and work hard, you'll be successful. That's not true, right? It's about working smart. Okay. And I do have videos about there out there about why it is so important to network and take risks, because working hard is not the only way you succeed. I know that's what we heard year after year. It's not the only way we succeed. Okay. Instead of fearing failure, view it as an opportunity to learn. And remember that we all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? And so, definitely, again, it's how we learn and grow. And so, again, number three, I think we're doubling back here because I lost my space, but that's okay. Some people say that number three, I use self doubt to motivate. And some people believe that self doubt is actually necessary for success. But the truth is, intrinsic motivation and a positive self energy are way more effective drivers of success, right? When we're motivated by our own passions and our own intentions or goals, if you still set goals, we're more than likely to stick to them even when things get tough. So, one of the great ways of breaking out of myth number three is to identify what your true motivations are. What are you passionate about and what do you want to achieve? This is not what your mom and your daddy told you. It is not what hubby expects of you or what wifey expects of you. It is not what your family said. We all do this thing, so therefore you must carry on the tradition. You must do it too. It's got to be what is passionate for you. If you're also passionate about a family, tradition in your career, great. But if not, what is it that you want to achieve? Once you know your motivations, align your actions with those. Set realistic intentions or goals. I do have a video out there about why it's great to set intentions rather than goals. And then celebrate your achievements along the way. Okay. Myth number four, self doubt is a sign of weakness. Woo, this one. There is stigma associated with self doubt, and many people do believe that it's a sign of weakness. But the truth actually is that acknowledging self doubt demonstrates that you have self awareness and that you're willing to improve. Successful people aren't immune to self doubt, they just learn to manage it and use it to their advantage. Okay. So how do we break through this myth number four? The first step in breaking this one is to accept that self-doubt is actually normal. Everybody experiences it from time to time, right? And when you're feeling doubtful, reach out to trusted friends, mentors, co-workers, talk with your coach, get professional help and engage in the activities that boost your self-confidence and your self-esteem, right? And one of the things here is also about practicing gratitude. And with that, if you volunteer, it is a great way to improve your self confidence and your self esteem and help someone else along the way. Those things all lift us up, right? So the last myth number five is successful people don't experience doubt. Well, we already covered that one up there in number one. But finally, some successful people that particularly in leadership, the myth goes, well, successful people, especially those in leadership roles, they never have doubt. They know every single step of the way what they're going to do when they're going to do it. No, not true. That's not true. You heard me say at the top of the video that 71% of CEOs experience self-doubt. Self-doubt isn't a fatal flaw. It's something we all face. The difference is that successful people learn how to overcome it. So the first step into breaking this is develop mindfulness practice. Again, we talk about that self-awareness. Mindfulness is a great way to practice self-awareness. It's the ability to observe and manage your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Because oftentimes there's a lot of judgment that kicks in, the reason why we start doubting ourselves. So practicing mindfulness, you get rid of, you push the judgment out of the way. So when you're feeling doubtful, take that step back and observe your thoughts. Just observe, not judging, just observe. And then challenge them by asking yourself, is it reality or is it myth? If it is reality, lay out all the facts that says, yep, this is a reality because I hear all the facts and lay them all out. Right? But also ask yourself if it's a myth. If you can't find any facts to support that this thought is actual reality, more than likely it was just a thought floating through your head, and we get about 55 to 90,000 thoughts every day. So many of them float in and they will float right on out. Okay, so I do hope that this video was helpful to you to understand what self-doubt is and how to overcome it. If you're still struggling, please reach out to me or someone that you trust for help. And remember, you're not alone in this. At some point, we've all experienced self-doubt and we're actually all in this together. So thanks for watching. For those of you who caught the replay, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining this video. And I hope that you found it helpful. Remember again to like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so that you will always be alerted when I go live or drop a new video. And if you have some questions, leave a comment below and let me know. All right, take care, everybody. I'll see you same time next week. Bye bye. So Heather says, thank you so much. I really enjoyed your video. Well, I thank you for the feedback, Heather. I appreciate that. And so Heather also says she enjoys my sessions. Well, I appreciate it. And so Iva says as well, I'm sorry, it's Iya. Maybe Iya. Tell me how to pronounce your name. Is it Iya or Iya? She says, thank you, Dr. Carter. You are so welcome to both Heather and Iya on they're on LinkedIn. So appreciate it. Again, drop your comments below or questions below, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.